A career best 88 from Alex Barrow helped Somerset recover from a tough start on the opening day of the LV County Championship match at Taunton, where Northamptonshire are the visitors. Put in on a pitch which was hardly noticeable from the rest of the square, Somerset almost lost their skipper Marcus Trescothick as Johan Myberg sold him a little short, trying to put the first run of the match on the board. This surface appeared to be ideal to bowl on, and so it seemed to be when, after starting with a stand of 24, Trescothick lost his off-stump to David Willey. The left armour was soon in the action again. Myberg hit on his boot right in front of his stumps to go, like his skipper, for 12. Tom Abel impressed on debut but was out for a couple here, Azarullah bowling him with a total on 42 for 3. In their last game against Nottinghamshire, Northants had shown a lot more fight than they have done for much of this disappointing season, and they would have been happy with their start against a team who have to win all of their remaining matches to have any chance of winning the title for the very first time. After James Hildreth and Nick Compton had carried the score to 70, the former mistimed a pull off Andrew Hall and was caught by James Kettleborough at mid-wicket. Lunch was taken with Somerset on 81 for 4, but their fight back was underway through Compton and Barrow. For much of this summer, the West Countrymen looked to be one of the likely winners of the title, but the last couple of months has not been kind to them on all fronts. Craig Keyswetter's facial injury at Northampton not helping them one little bit. That gave Barrow a chance to shine, however, and on this occasion he did. Compton's 50 arrived courtesy of his 9th 4 off his 114th delivery. As ever, the forgotten England man left and defended the ball well, and also played some neat shots in an important innings which was starting to turn this game around in his side's favour. Barrow's half-century, his first of the season in his 4th game since Keyswetter's nasty injury, came off only 67 balls and was reached with his 11th boundary. He hadn't bothered with too much running between the wickets in what was a fine knock. Although this pitch was very green, it wasn't playing badly once the shine went off the ball and the seam softened. Northamptonshire have failed to make the most of the few advantageous positions they found themselves in this season, and they were again letting a side off the hook as these two batsmen advanced their partnership to 153 in 33 overs. The visitors had their backs up against the wall once again, Barrow moving to the best score of his career, beating the 83 not out he made against the champions Durham at this ground last year. He was unlucky to get out too, strangled down the leg side by Willey with just a dozen more needed for a maiden 100. He'd faced only 97 balls in what was a very good counter-attack. Then, on the stroke of tea, Compton, on 79, was given out LBW to Azarullah. The batsman didn't like the decision, the ball possibly missing leg, but he had to go with a total on 235 for 6. 15 runs later, Peter Trigo nicked off to Azarullah for 13. Leaving it to Lewis Gregory to take on the attack, here posting a ball from James Middlebrook over the rope, as Gregory and Craig Overton added 29 for wicket number 8. Overton was run out for 22 before Middlebrook bowled Alphonso Thomas with one more run needed for a third batting bonus point. Gregory and Jack Leach then took the total to 314 before Willey had the former held by Hall to end with figures of 4 for 64 in Somerset's 314 all out made in 82 overs. So the visitors were left with 11 to see out at the end of the day, and that's just what Stephen Peters and Kettleborough were able to do with few alarms against the new ball. From those available overs, Northamptonshire replied with 39 without loss, Peters making 14 and his partner 18. That means that the visitors will enter the second day trailing by 275 runs and may fancy their chances of having a rare good day with the bat this summer. Somerset will need to get amongst the wickets from early on to try to keep control of this contest, as they need to.